Okay, guys, the last screencast that I'll put together for you is on how to upload photos and post a new photo gallery page to your site. So let's get into it. The login I'm using is your account, which I've sent to you. I've gone ahead and logged in, and really the easiest way for you to get photos up is to duplicate one of the galleries that I've already created. And in the left hand side I've clicked on photo gallery, and then you see there's these two gallery pages. One is the marathon, the other is biscuits. I'm going to duplicate biscuits by just right clicking, and you can see that a lot of options show up in this menu, and the one that we want to select is duplicate resource. So I'll click that now, and it asks if we want to make it a duplicate, and we'll go ahead and select OK. So now you'll notice the italics come on the name of our duplicate page, and by default it calls it duplicate of the page name that you duplicated. And we'll change this, and we'll just say more biscuits will be our title, and we'll remove this afterwards, but for now we'll keep it more biscuits in the more biscuits in the title, more biscuits from Stack 'em High in the long title, and biscuit photos in the description. The URL, we'll call it more biscuit photos. We don't really need to worry about the intro text here because it's not being used. The gallery is set up just to display the photos, nor do we need to worry about the menu title or the show and menu. You can leave all of those as they are by default. If duplicating one of the gallery pages leaves us with a template called Photos Individual, we want to keep that the same. And now let's just save it and continue editing, and you'll see we've really got a whole nother gallery available. Actually, the italics are still here in the left hand side, and the one thing that we'll need to do to see it on the website is to click the settings tab, select the publish checkbox, save, and then now it should change into regular type, which it does, and we can click preview, and you can see that we've got a brand new photo gallery set up with all of the same photos that we had before. And what we'll do next is just swap these out with some new ones. I've hard coded in the image size and width here, so you don't need to worry too much about the dimensions of your photo. I would keep them around, roughly around, I would say 1200 by 850 or 1200 by 900 at the biggest. If you click on these, you can see that they expand to be quite big. Let's get one that's down here, which I think is a great thing, especially for some of the photos of the food that look really good. And I'll show you by right-clicking. I've got the ability to inspect this element, and we can check to see what these dimensions are. It looks like that this file is, or this image is 1200 by 900. So I was correct. It's 1200 by 900 is the aspect ratio you'd like to keep to your photos. So if you're editing them in ModX or some other editor, as long as you keep to that, it will look pretty much pixel perfect. You can even modify it slightly, and it should still look pretty well because of the coding that I've done in it. Okay, so I'll close this now that we've got our duplicate page up, and now let's go back and swap out some of these photos. You can just delete all of these. I'm running through with my tab key and just using the delete button and getting rid of all of these, and I'm just going to upload a new one by clicking the insert button, and choosing the file, and let's see, I'll go find one of the photos that I'd like to upload. I'm going to call this one, I called it Honey Biscuit. I'll double click on it if you're using a Windows machine, which I believe you guys are, and then hit the upload button, and this should get it up to the web server, which it does, and it's now here. I created these folders here for your separate galleries, so if we had a bunch of photos, we could create a new folder here just by clicking this button and call it More Biscuits, and then upload to that folder, which is kind of just a good way to organize it. So we'll do that now, and then when I go back and clean all this up, I'll delete it. But now if we click the photo itself, it should bring up the thumbnail. We can save it and then preview the page, and we should at least have one photo viewable in the gallery. And that's now saved. I click preview, and it looks like we've got one photo here at least, which is good. I might write in some code here to get rid of these broken images, which probably will look a little better than it does at the moment. You can see that the fancy box, which this is called, the expander, is working really well. And let's have a look when we click the photos page what happens here. So I've set this up for pagination, which means your galleries are going to be viewable in 2 pages now. It shows 2 galleries per page and then starts paginating. So we've got More Biscuits and Biscuits viewable in these on this page, and then if we were to hit next here, we should have the Outer Banks Marathon sponsor photos, which we do. So that is how the photo gallery works from the user perspective. I'll go through now and pull out some of these broken images. Actually, it's not really necessary because for the user, they never see those individual pages. So I may just leave it as it is, and now for you guys, you'll just know that you can add more photos should you want to, and fill out this gallery. But that's essentially it for photos. You duplicate a new gallery page, change some of the title information, add your new photos in, save, and publish, and you're done. So I hope that's been helpful. You guys, give me your questions or concerns that you have in email or call me, and we'll sort it out. Thanks.